On the outside, a person in an everyday meeting can appear entirely calm, but beneath the surface, they are often fighting a quiet, intense panic. The symptoms are entirely physical and completely involuntary: a racing heartbeat, sudden sweating, shaking hands, and a mind that suddenly goes completely blank. Why does the human brain react to the prospect of simply talking to another person by triggering the same alarm system used to survive a physical predator? This reaction stems from a misfiring of our oldest biological hardware. For early humans, belonging to a tribe meant physical protection and safety. Being rejected by the group resulted in isolation, extreme danger, and usually death. Our modern brains still run on that ancient survival software. When we enter an ordinary networking event or face mild criticism, the nervous system bypasses logic and interprets that potential judgment as a literal threat to our existence. Faced with that perceived danger, the immediate instinct is to hide. We stay quiet in groups, decline social invitations, and pass up opportunities to lead. Retreating feels like a necessary safety measure in the moment. Yet, by continually stepping back, we prevent our best ideas, talents, and humor from ever being expressed. The avoidance cycle begins with a trigger, a perceived social threat. When a person decides to skip it, sudden relief follows. The nervous system logs the event, falsely assuming the situation was dangerous. This repeatedly validates and compounds social fear. What begins as a quick way to dodge an uncomfortable afternoon quickly turns into a permanent behavioral cage. This fear is heavily magnified by cognitive distortions, particularly the spotlight effect, the anxious mind wildly overestimating how much others analyze our awkwardness. Old childhood memories of harsh criticism or bullying combine with the heavily edited, unrealistic comparison standards on social media to turn that spotlight up to a blinding glare. To survive this pressure, people develop intense self-consciousness. They constantly monitor their own words and appearance, operating under the paralyzing demand that every sentence must be flawless. Trying to script every interaction generates massive internal pressure. Instead of engaging with the actual conversation, the anxious person disconnects entirely, trapped in their own head, analyzing what they just said. Attempting to control everyone's opinion to dodge criticism is exhausting. Human conversations are naturally filled with forgotten words, with clumsy jokes and awkward pauses, making flawless performance impossible. The most effective way to break the avoidance loop is completely counterintuitive: gradual exposure. This means intentionally stepping toward the feared situation instead of retreating from it. Social confidence cannot be built intellectually by reading about it. It requires physical repetition and action. It starts with daily habits: making brief small talk, holding eye contact longer, voicing opinions in meetings, even if your voice visibly shakes. Every time an awkward moment is survived, the brain learns that while the situation was uncomfortable, it was not a threat to your survival. Many believe that great speakers feel zero nervousness. In reality, they experience the exact same physical anxiety. They simply choose to accept the feeling and communicate anyway. True confidence means shifting your focus outward. It prioritizes genuine listening and connection over obsessing about how your performance is being evaluated. And when rejection inevitably happens, confident people don't treat it as proof of personal worthlessness. They recognize it as an unavoidable statistical reality based on timing, circumstances, and different preferences. Social fear loses its control when we drop the exhausting performance, accept that interactions will be messy, and realize we do not need to be perfect